FreyFox.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Furcation 2022. The pandemic be damned, we're back! What's a furry con without technical difficulties, eh? I think we can actually classify ourselves as a true convention now that's happened. I think that's how this works. So yes, thank you very much for your patience this evening and the delays to this opening ceremony. As Ulfer was explaining earlier, we just had some issues with, we could either have audio here or the marquee, not both. But what it does mean is you first-class lot in front of me get to hear me. The third-class lot in the marquee, they're getting the actual, sorry, actually it's you lot I feel sorry for because they're getting the true 1920s silent film experience. What's that?
Go over there with a mic.
Okay, Ulfer's going to go over there apparently with a mic and he's going to see if we can get them cheering. This will be entertaining.
Can you hear me still?
Yeah, we've got you.
Perfect. Well, let's see how this microphone reaches, eh?
Oh yeah, this is going to be fun. We've never tested the range of these, so...
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Oh God, it's actually reached quite far. Anyway,
don't sound so surprised. Oh, I think we've lost him. Let's wait. No, he's gone.
Don't miss out either.
He's gone. Okay, but
oh, sorry.
It's all right. Okay, so yeah, last 2 years it's been a weird place, and unfortunately you've got both us and Confuzzled to blame for it, because we chose the 1920s theme, they chose the world reborn. And then COVID happened, so we've got the true 1920s pandemic and then the rebirth. So I think we both had something to do with this. But yes, so it's been an interesting couple of years running virtually. It's nice to be back physical, and clearly our audio systems are a bit rusty. But we'll...
Apparently they've got the mic over there. They can actually hear you now.
They can hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. It's come back to life. There's life in it yet. Okay, so yeah, it's been an interesting 2 years. We're glad to be back. This year's registration was nuts, to put it frankly. Yeah, we have got 576 of you here this year, but over 1,100 people registered. So unfortunately, a lot of disappointed faces. Something we're going to try and work on for the future. And if you'd like to help us out, in the convention book, which I happily have here, on the front cover, at the bottom, there is a QR code. That is both our feedback survey, and also in there's a second section which relates to next year as to whether we actually go ahead with a lottery system or first come, first serve. So all input appreciated, and then we'll be making a call after the event before we get into next year's planning. And of course, we'll be as transparent and as open as we can with you all about how we will go about this, because it's been a bit unanticipated. It's not just us, MFF, Confuzzled, ScotiaCon. We've all had it. There's just been unprecedented demand. And what this does mean is next year is going to be our last year with John Fowler's. But we will be taking the time to try and find ourselves a new, bigger venue for 2024, so watch this space. Things are afoot, conversations are happening, but they're very long-winded corporate conversations.
Thank God you're doing that.
Yep, it's all down to me. Okay, I've got some early feedback that I've had from the John Fowler's site that I just need to share amongst you all. One of the things that's been brought to our attention is on the early night, last night, it was noticed that there was some outside alcohol being brought into the clubhouse. Unfortunately, that's a big no-no. It's 1920s prohibition, if you want to look at it that way. But yeah, their licensing means that they can only, alcohol in here can only be alcohol that's sold at that bar as per their license. On that note, 1920s prohibition does extend to the marquee. The marquee, as you've seen, it's huge, if you'll mind the expression. Because of the way that licensing works, we've had to apply, John Fowler's had to apply for essentially a planning permission for that to be put up for this weekend. part of that planning permission says no alcohol whatsoever to be consumed in that structure. It can only be consumed in here. So if we can abide by those rules, that would be fantastic. A couple of other people on the naughty list today. I don't know who they are, but you know, if this applies, you know who you are. We've had a couple of instances of people parking on the grass. We'd ask if you have parked on the grass, please move to tarmac. The reason for this, it's November, it's been a soggy few weeks, the grass is very muddy and we don't want to destroy the park. On another note, a couple of the maintenance guys have flagged up that there are a couple of people that are charging electric cars through their caravans and chalets. They were meant, I will say, they were meant to have a couple of electric car charging points out the back here, but they've not finished constructing them, so they're not ready, I'm afraid. But yeah, if people could refrain from charging electric cars through their caravans, the caravans are not designed to supply that sort of power. And we've had a couple of instances of grid fluctuations, which have not been ideal. So if we could abide by that, that would be fantastic. Just a reminder, you may have all read it on the website, the new Code of Conduct. Again, this is something we're looking for feedback on because that's had a major overhaul for this year. So if there's anything particularly that you need to go through, pop it in the feedback survey, or you can email us on feedback@furcation.org.uk, and we'll get back to you on that as soon as we can. In terms of accommodation feedback, that should all be relayed to John Fowler's. On that note, I'd like to bring up David Harper, who is the Sandy Glade site manager for this year. He's on his way up now on that side. And he will elaborate further on this. Here he is. David, over to you.
Thank you. So welcome Furcation 2022. Give me a cheer. So we really appreciate you all being here and giving us an opportunity to show up.
Just step back a little.
Oh, sorry.
It's feedback.
Oh, sorry. To show off our park to you, and we're really excited to do that this year. I understand that the last couple of years have been a bit tough for everyone, so for everybody to get together is such a fantastic experience for us as well. I just want to say a big thanks to my team who are working this weekend. This is actually out of season for us. So the team that are working, Nelly and the girls on the bar, if you want to give them a big cheer for staying up. And I would really like to take the opportunity to take any feedback that you have about your accommodation. This winter we do have a great plan for upgrading our accommodation, but any feedback you have currently, and any good 5-star feedback, please put that on TripAdvisor. Any 1-star, please refer to me. That's it. But I'd just also like to say Jasper and his team are all volunteers putting this on for you. So if you want to give them a big cheer and say a big thank you to them. They do this out of the kindness of their heart because they love putting this on for you. So a big thank you to Jasper and his team as well. But I'll hand back to Jasper and I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much there, David. Okay, we're going to rattle through because we've overrun a bit and we do need to catch some time up. So the next thing I'd like to do is the introduction to this year's charity. So if Dog Y could come and join me on the stage. At least this year I can actually see you all. I'm not being blinded by sort of 4 collapsed stars. Here's Dog Y.
Hello. Hey. Hi, Furcation 2022. So yeah, I'm Jana Dogwai. I every year say I have the best job at Furcation as I get to work with some fantastic causes. This year is no exception. I also get to do very little talking on stage because I'm going to actually hand over to Rachel, who's going to introduce themselves and the charity that we're looking after this year. Come on in. Hey, you come around here. Yeah, thank you.
Hi everyone, thank you for inviting us to be your charity of this event. Kaylee, who's one of our members, put our names forward. She's probably out there somewhere. I can't tell where she is. So we're Rad Assistance Dogs. We're an assistance dog charity that help owners train their own mental health assistance dogs. And we've got little Daisy May here, and we've got two others. We've got Hezzy at the back and Shay as well. But we've got a video that I felt like was a really great introduction to our charity and all the amazing work that we do. Rad is an assistance dog charity that train owners' own dogs to become mental health assistance dogs. I'm Rachel Harris. I'm the dog trainer manager for Rad Assistance Dogs.
I'm Lucy and this is Arlo, my assistance dog.
My name's Ellie Bonus, and this is Bella Rose, and she's my assistance dog.
A lot of people find day-to-day life with mental health and disability really difficult. They find getting up in the morning very hard. So we provide the dogs, we give them the knowledge to train their dogs' behaviours to help with that and aid with that.
I have Arlo. He makes sure I'm safe and gives me lots of cuddles, attention, anything that I need, and always makes sure that I'm safe. Just to have that person, animal, he's just there for me all the time so that I know that I'm okay. I'm going to Writtle University College. Having him there is making me a lot more settled.
So I've had Bella since September. We rescued her through a charity called Paw Help UK. I've been diagnosed as being autistic. I've struggled with depression, anxiety, eating disorders, and also borderline personality disorder, PTSD as well. So I've had a lot of mental health issues over my life. In Rad, you have to provide a dog, so then I went out looking for Bella, and she just helps me every single day just by getting me out of bed.
We teach our dogs loads of different behaviours to help mitigate those symptoms of mental health. One of the really popular ones is one called blocking. So we can position the dogs in different places around the body. It could be in the front, in the back, or between the legs. That gives distance from the owner of the dog to other people in the public. Another behaviour is deep pressure therapy. So we can get the dogs to lay on your chest, and it eases the symptoms of panic attacks. So Rad originally started about 10 years ago, and it's gone through a massive change since 2020. But it's all about just helping people with ill mental health and letting them live day-to-day life a little bit easier.
We're out there, Rad. Everyone is so supportive and so lovely. You could not find a nicer group of people. We all understand it.
He's changed my life considerably.
Thank you for watching. I've got a talk tomorrow and go more in depth, and lots of videos and lots of cute dog pictures as well tomorrow at 10. So if you want to come down, I'd really love an audience, and you can learn a little bit more about Rad. All your donations are just we're so thankful to be here, and thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you very much there. So, as Rachel said, tomorrow morning you get a chance to meet the charity. They'll be going through sort of things that, what they do, and learn more about their fantastic work. There are a few other things happening over the weekend. Of course, on Sunday we've got the Dealer's Den, the Mustela Trading Post. There will be a table as well from the charity. They'll be selling a few things there. And on Sunday evening we have our charity auction. So hope you'll all come to that. And of course, there's lots of buckets around. There's in the photo shoot, there's at the bar. And in fact, on that note, there's a few buckets I think it might be worth passing around now. If anyone's got a bucket, can we pass it around the audience? And please give generously. Thank you very much, everyone. I'll pass back to Jasper now.
Somebody put a light there. Okay, just a couple more things just to run through. So as you've all noticed, or if you haven't noticed it, I don't know how, we do have the giant marquee outside. So I'll explain what that's there for and why it's a thing this year. As you may remember, if you were here in 2019, we had access to the June House, which was over that way yonder somewhere. And we did run secondary panels and a few other things in there. That is out of bounds at the moment because John Fowler's have got some plans for that, which are currently in motion, which means that we didn't have access to that for this weekend. So the marquee is going to be the second stage. So in your comm book, your main stage is in here, your second stage is in the marquee.
And the audio does work in there for that.
And the audio does work for that, I've just been reliably told. There's a couple of other things that are in there as well. So if you're looking for welfare or operations, they are both at the back of that marquee in separate porter cabins. So if you've gone in through the top door of the marquee, straight ahead of you will be operations, and to the right then will be welfare. And when you get to the operations unit, if you don't go into operations and turn left, you will now find the fursuit lounge, which is a much needed improvement on the shed we had in 2019 that was there somewhere. So yeah, hopefully the new fursuit lounge will be a welcome change to that box. It was a very muddy, horrible box, wasn't it? So yeah, so that's some big changes we've got for this year. Oh yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah, because it's a marquee, we'd ask that you do not leave a fursuit in there overnight because we can't guarantee its safety. As you know, it's a canvas marquee. They can be easily gotten into, so don't leave a fursuit in there overnight. If you do have a fursuit that's left in there overnight, you will find it not there in the morning because it's likely our ops team will have picked it up and hidden it away in the operations porter cabin. So just be aware of that. Ideally, we'd like nothing left in there overnight. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else on that side to go through, but I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's just going to be lots of every night. Oh, lights go off about 10 to 12.
Oh, yeah, that's a point. Yeah, the lights are on a timer. So when once the events are finished for the day in there, that will also become the quiet zone where you can go and do board gaming, that sort of thing, if the clubhouse and the loud music isn't your thing. But once the clubhouse closes, the marquee closes as well, and the lights are on a timer, and if you're not out there by 12:30, you will find it suddenly very dark.
And very echoey.
And very echoey, and very eerie, especially if the wind is up. Okay. So before I round out for the ceremony, I just want to give a couple of shout-outs to a couple of key events that we've got going on this weekend. So as was already mentioned, we've got the charity... sorry, I'm just going to catch where I am. Yep, we've got the charity, Meet the Charity here tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock here in the main clubhouse. We've got the photo shoot at 12, and the location for that will be... In the marquee, so that's a change to the comm book. Yes. Okay, that's fine. Followed by that, we've got the Twenties quiz in here, the Hungry Hippos, Furry Fortunes, which is always a favourite, the karaoke, don't let him near it.
I'm running it.
You're running it, but yeah, hopefully no one's letting you near the microphone end of it.
I can't promise.
And then we've got our casino night, which Freo, wherever Freo is, has put a lot of effort into this. So this is a very big thing. Freo, would you like to just give a quick overview on the casino night?
Yeah, well, it's not really thanks to me. It's thanks to one of our attendees called Jax, who has very kindly supplied all of the dealers' tables that you're going to see tomorrow afternoon, or, well, early evening-ish. So if you enjoy it and like what you see, please give thanks to him. He will be wandering around on the night, helping everyone, making sure we've got a great team of dealers. Oh, he's at the back. Just give a wave at the back.
Actually,
yeah.
Can we actually give him a round of applause for that? Because it's actually drove all the way from up north to actually provide us this.
So yeah, don't worry. If you've never played casino games, staff will be on hand to give you help and advice. It is all just for fun, so you don't need any cash. You'll be given... You'll be given starting chips as you come in, and when you check out, do please hand your chips back in, because not only do they not belong to us, but whoever cashes in the most chips at the end will get a special prize during the closing ceremony. So join us for that. Hope to see you all there.
Thank you, Freo. Okay, and then Sunday, we've got the Dealer's Den first thing in the morning, or the Mustela Trading Post, as it's called. That runs from 10 o'clock, and we're going to be splitting that between both the clubhouse and the marquee, so we can try and accommodate as many dealers as we can this year. Then we've got the Furry Sports Day, or Olympics, as Furry Olympics, whatever you want to call it, followed by Trudge, and then one of the bigger events on Sunday for us at 4, is it 4 o'clock? 4:30? I'm trying to read this. Sorry.
You need better glasses. Fox noise.
Yeah, no, what time is it?
4:30.
It is 4:30. Yeah, that's what I'm just trying to make sure of. So 4:30, we've got a concert with Foxamore and Jake, who I can see are sat over there. So that should be good fun, and that will then be followed by the charity auction and the closing ceremony. And then we've got a plethora of DJs. So we had Iresh last night. We've got Gothic Cat in here following this opening ceremony. We've got the Mara Day this evening in here as well. Tomorrow night, we've got Swolf. And then Sunday, we've got Gem Loop and Ulfer. And then on the Monday, we've got a few more guest DJs. We've got Skunk Mantra, Shimmy. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing this one as it said, Neelix, and Farakat. And then second stage, as say in the marquee, we've got a real good plethora of events run by you, the attendees. We've got everything from TikTok first, fursuit making, fursuit electronics. We've got robotics going on. There's all sorts. So yeah, do check out your schedule. There's plenty to do this weekend. And not to torture that poor button on that poor info point. Oh, yeah, that's one other thing. There is something missing from the com book. And that is the times for our photo shoot. The photo shoot is literally right there. And can anyone remember what times it was? Because I haven't got my phone with me. Here's Yoka. Yoka's running. There was Yoka. Oh, she's getting the schedule. There we go. Right, fine. The green ones. Okay. So, that's Friday. That's still Friday.
There you go. 2 till 7.
There we go. 2 till 7 on Saturday. 2 till 5 on Sunday. Thank you very much. I should have probably prepared that better. There you go. Okay, so yeah, that one is not in the com book, but that is, we will be running that. We have put it out on the socials, so hopefully you've all seen it. Okay, I don't think there's much else to cover off at this point, but once again, thank you very much for joining us for Furcation this year. We hope you all have a fantastic time. Any problems with the event, please come and see me. Anything with your accommodation, please go and see David and the John Fowler staff. They are absolutely accommodating. They'll do anything they can to help. But enjoy your weekend, and thank you very much.
You call that dancing? Let's do the chopstick.